Welcome, fellow cooks, to Blue Collar Cooking, Season 2, Episode 4. Today we're going to make a tilapia fish taco with a spicy slaw and homemade pico de gallo. We're going to show you a little guacamole creme that I'm going to put on top of that taco for you. So, like our motto says, from the pan to your belly in less than 30 minutes, let's get cooking. You see here we have tilapia. It's a good fish for tacos. It's a little sturdy, a little firm. We're going to dice it up. We're going to put it in a bowl with a little bit of lemon, salt, pepper, paprika, and some hot pepper flakes. We'll let it sit for about a half hour or so before we put it in the pan. Okay, let's get this going. First thing we're going to do is we're going to slice this way. Slice it again this way. Slice it again here. Again here. We're going to cut it into dices. It's suitable for a taco, just like you would any other meat. Same thing, it's a protein. Put it into the bowl. Again, it's important to have a really good knife when you're cutting fish or any kind of protein. You don't want it slipping, you don't want to struggle when you're cutting. You want to go down, through, and pull back, just like that. You see the difference. Believe me, if you don't have a good knife, you'll feel it. Keep in mind, once we're done with this, we're going to wash this really, really good with soap. Get all the fish off of here. Okay, here's all our fish. Let's get our lemon going. I'm gonna roll it a little bit to soften it up. You're supposed to do. Like that. Bring it up here. Squeeze the juice like this so you don't get any pits in there. Put another half in there. I believe you can't have too much lemon when you're doing fish, folks. A little black pepper. Salt. A little paprika. And last, a little hot pepper flakes. A little kick at the end when you bite. Okay, just push this around, mix everything up, get some flavor on every piece, so when we put it in the frying pan, everything will flavor evenly and cook nice. And like I said, we'll give this about a half hour or so to get nice saturated with the marinade. Let this go. Okay, be right back. Okay, we're gonna make a pico de gallo. We have a cilantro, a jalapeno, a garlic, a red onion, plum tomato, and our lime. We're going to put all of this together. We're going to season it. We're going to let it sit in the fridge for about a half hour also. 1 second. Not that you want to get a big chunk of garlic in your mouth when you're eating this. So we'll get that over there. That's 2. That's 3. You want to mince it as best you can. Okay, well done. Okay, let's go for the jalapeno. Bring it down here, get that to the side, cut it there. So what you want to do is you want to get the vein or the guts or the membrane out. Just cut right across like that. Get the seeds out, unless you like it spicy. If you like it spicy, keep the seeds in there. You'll feel the difference, trust me. Come across like that. Now you pretty much just have it like this. We're going to dice this up like you would any other salsa or pico de gallo you may see in a restaurant. So you're going to get it small and thin. You're going to come across it. You want very small, clean cuts on this. And again, not the main component of this ingredient. The main component is the lime, the cilantro, and the tomato. So you want to get this like this. Scoop this up. Oh, wait, I'm forgetting my #1 new tool. My scraper. Look at that. How could I forget? All right, let's get a tomato in here. I use the plum tomato because this time of year they're riper and they're a lot juicier. And you'll notice they'll have a lot less membrane in here to cut out. And you don't really want that inside of here. What you want is just the outside skin with the tomato. So again, we're gonna come down here just like we did with the pepper. That's 2 pieces. Cut it here. Cut it one more time here. Just take out whatever's in there. That's the way. Bring this around here. Get that off of there. Once again, here we go with the dicing. And again, dicing is simple. You just go one way, and then you go the other, and then you cross cut later on, just to make sure you get everything. It's not that difficult. It's not rocket science. Again, blue collar cooking, folks. Blue collar means anyone can do it. Not just fancy chefs that have been to school for years. So we're halfway there. Now we're gonna need some red onion. This is one of the main components, folks. You're gonna want a lot of red onion in here. So again, we're gonna cut it like this. We're gonna come across here. Once, it's a little high and thick, so we're gonna do 3 cuts inside. Slide it out. Again, this makes the dicing part already done. You remember from the last episode? Come right down. Look at that. It's all diced already. How great is that? And across, that's the tail. We'll come across it a couple times to make sure it's small. Again, the majority of this cut and this action was done on the first cuts. Very nice. See how easy it's going through? Nice sharp knife. Now, let's get our scraping tool. Okay, what are we forgetting, folks? Our cilantro. Let's break off some squibs of that. Push it together. Just rough chop it all the way through. When you have a problem with those herbs, just roll them together, stack them up, and they cut a lot easier. Just go back and forth a couple times, scrape them back together. See? So the idea behind blue collar cooks was to have an everyday person cook great tasting meals for their family and for themselves at a minimum cost, no fancy training, and just basic good eats, good food, 30 minutes are left, as many flavors as you can squeeze into one dish. I think we've been accomplishing that so far. What I am going to ask you to do this week is, if you like this video or any of the other ones, just please pass them on to one of your friends. If everybody passes one of my videos on to one of their friends, before you know it, blue collar cooking will be out there. And there'll be that many more people cooking exactly what they like when they like it. So now for the last piece, we're going to put the liquids in. We have our lime. So I'm going to put our lime juice in here. Again, we squeeze it. Get it in there. The second one in there. I got to get one of those lime squeezers. Folks, anybody wants to know what to get me for Christmas? A lime squeezer. And of course, maybe in your opinion, a new cameraman. I don't know. I kind of like this overhead look down. Not bad. We're going to have to try it out. I'll tell you what, give me your feedback. bluecollarcooking@yahoo.com. Let me know what you think. Okay, so now we've got this all done. Gonna mix it up. Yeah, looks like this is gonna look pretty good when it comes on top of that taco, folks. There is your own Pico de Gallo. Look at that. Ha ha, I like that. Look at that, very good. There's your Pico de Gallo, folks. 2 minutes, we're gonna make our spicy slaw. Right back. Okay, spicy slaw. Let's go at it. So, a couple things we're gonna need first. Let's make the liquid. We're gonna put some yogurt in here. And this is just, instead of the mayonnaise you can use also, but it's a little more fattening, a little more salty. I don't know if you want to get with that right now. Let's stick with this. And we're gonna put some fat-free sour cream. Always good. Put a little bit of red wine vinegar. A couple dashes. Can't go wrong, salt and pepper, folks. I'm going to put some lemon juice in here. We'll start with a half a lemon. See how lemony he is, and then we can always add more at the end once we mix it and taste it. It is a good juicy one. You might only need 1/2 here. Okay? And finally, for a little kick, as I promised, the sriracha sauce. Just a little bit there, another something. You just want to add a little at a time, folks. Add everything in. Mix it around. Okay. Now we have our liquids. Put that to the side. Let's get our cabbage going. We got red cabbage, and we're going to use a mix of green cabbage and carrots also. So let's see what we got. Let's come right down one shot of it. See what we got. We'll take the outer skin off. Get it so it's the nice shiny piece, not the dull part. Just slice it right down like this, folks. Nothing fancy. Just bring it across. Okay, so we got some there. Got our next scrape in here. Put that in here. A little bit of red. We have our green and our carrots I already mixed up and sliced. Put that in there. A little bit of mixture. Grab a hold of our tongs. Mix this up. Now, if you think there's too much liquid in here, what you do is just add a little more cabbage on it. I think we're just about right, though. There's a good mixture right here. Maybe a little bit wet. Let's get a little more cabbage in here. Let's say we go with another line of red, just a little bit. Get that in there. Cut that once, throw that in. A little more on the green. And I think that should do it, folks. Give it a nice toss. Okay, see the way it absorbed it? Now what we're going to do is when we lay this taco together, we're going to put this on the bottom first, then the fish, and then this, and then the Pico de Gallo on top. That's the way we're going to do it. Okay, this looks good. Sticks together, falls apart also, just the right consistency. Looks like we're good, folks. All right, the fish is marinated. We're going to take that out next. Stand by. Okay, let's assemble it now. So we've taken the taco, we put it on the stove, got a little heat on it. Let's put this all together now, folks. Like I said, we're going to put the coleslaw down on the bottom first. And put our fish. Get that out of there. I always like to put it on a napkin and get the grease out. I'm going to put a little bit of our Pico de Gallo sauce over here. A little more slaw on top. Don't be afraid to be too generous with this. It's all good flavors. Layer it up with a little more Pico de Gallo. Lastly, a couple pieces of avocado. Got that there. Put one more right here, folks. Here you have it. A wonderful tilapia fish taco. Brought right to you, homemade, less than 30 minutes, from the pan to your belly. And again, remember, fancy is fine, but flavors are forever. Nice, folks. Take care. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you soon.